Alright y'all, so welcome back to another video today. Today is my rest day, and I thought that I'd just take the time to talk about the basics of bodybuilding. Truly, there is only one way to quickly get muscle, and that's through just going through all of the basics as best as you can. Yeah, I think 9 times out of 10 for most people, if you're not gaining weight, it's an eating problem rather than a training or genetic one. And you don't need to overcomplicate it. When it comes to bodybuilding, it's so easy to go down a big rabbit hole of trying to optimize a lot of the small things, which I like to insert the 80-20 rule, where it's that last 20% of getting your diet as best as it possibly can won't give you 80% of the results. It's just going to give a smaller one, but it will take 80% of the effort. And so when it comes to it with eating, look at what you're eating at right now. And if what you're eating, if you're moving up in weight, you are in a surplus. If you are losing weight actively over the last 3 weeks, you're in a deficit. And if you haven't been making any significant changes to your body over the normal fluctuations in range just based on water weight and everything else, then you're just at maintenance. And so there's no need to overcomplicate it. If you want to lose weight, just drop it by 500 calories. You can even go 300, and that's just the amount of 1 McChicken. And if you wanted to add on weight, just add on 500 calories, just add on another McChicken. You don't need to sit there force feed all day if what you're eating currently is keeping you at maintenance. So that's the first thing, is food. The next part about bodybuilding, made simple, is training. A bunch of different splits out there. There's full body, upper lower, push-pull legs, bro split, Arnold split, modified, full body, and ultimately, all of them work. And it really depends on how you want to split it up over time. I think beginner friendly, going full body is always great. As you start getting up a little bit, you might want to, you see too much fatigue in doing that. And so then you end up splitting it between upper lower. I did upper lower for a few years and found some of the greatest growth there. Until I switched to push-pull legs once I ended up in college and started, went on the powerlifting team, and so went to push-pull legs instead. I tried out kind of like a modified Arnold bro split for a bit, whereas I did chest, arms, legs, and then back. It was all right. I found that probably should have been hitting the muscle groups at least 2 times per week. And currently, I'm on a push-pull leg split again with a little bit more rest in between. When it comes to it, I'd just say, pick any of them. Pick any of them and try to go at least 3 to 4 times a week. You can work your way up to going to 6 days a week if you really want to. But that's the greatest part about it, is it is all able to be scaled up, which is great. You can start with 2 days a week, and if you're finding consistent growth with that, keep with it. And once you find that your growth starts to slow down, then just up it to 3 days a week, and then up it to 4. Same thing, over and over as you just start gaining more and more muscle. Is make sure you're drinking enough water, and make sure you're getting enough sleep. That's where most of recovery happens. It's just through sleep. So as long as you're eating enough, you're training decently hard. When it comes to intensity with training, you really don't need to be pushing every set to failure. In fact, it might actually be counterproductive. Just because it means that you're going to need to deload sooner rather than later. If you are somebody who doesn't know where failure is, it's a great option to go with. If you're not somebody who really likes to push it to that extreme level, go somewhere within, like 2 to 3 reps from failure, and it'll get you just about the exact same results. Same 80-20 rule that I was talking about before. And yeah, just use all your sets like that. And when you do end up with exercise selection for whatever split that you have, if it's an upper lower, for lower body, you can do squats, you can do any kind of, the more compound movements you have, normally the better, because you're able to hit more muscle groups without isolating one of them. Isolation exercises are a great thing to add. You'll just probably be in the gym for a little bit longer. But when it comes to exercise selection, make sure you end up finding exercises that emphasize the stretched position. And so, I guess for one of them that would be great would just be for chest, for example. Finding a converging chest press that'll really open up your pecs as much as it possibly can be, and bring it all the way up to this contracted position here. You'll see a lot of people when it comes to incline flies, when people you bring it from low to high flies, and work on the upper part of the chest. A lot of people actually shorten the movement and turn their body this way with the cable machine. I'm not going like this because it feels really good. You get a great pump, but the problem is you're cutting out the other half of the range of motion. That's actually hypertrophic. And so you're squeezing, you're getting just the contracted part. And there's been a few studies that have shown that the stretch position of lift is the most hypertrophic. And so keeping everything simple, get enough sleep, get enough water, get enough food, get enough protein, somewhere around 0.7 grams per body weight. For a 170-pound person, that would probably be 115 grams of protein, somewhere around there, which isn't a horrible amount. It's just fistful size of meat per meal, and that's about it. If you find it hard to get enough protein in, you can try a protein shake. I normally like to go with Core Powers just because they're readily available at my college. If not, you can always end up getting any kind of whey protein. Will be pretty decent. Add that in with some milk, and that's already some calories and the protein that you need for the day. Other than that, yeah, you can pick whatever training split you want, and if you are making progress, just keep going with it. There's always ways to optimize and make it better, but if you're going to the gym and you're making progress, just keep it up. Anyways, glad I could make a video for you guys, and I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one.